Very good. Oh, snip tool is separate. Windows key Shift S. Snip. And that's just on the board now. Oh, Odith. You might be my new favourite today. Wait, no. You have to beam Ron and Lumbo, because they did gift a shitload of subs. But that's very good. Oh, Hamster, and you as well. I did not know that. Windows key Shift and S. That makes my life so much easier when I'm trying to get little pictures for builds and stuff. Oh, we got a blender. Very good. Thank you, guys. I love little tips like that. Blender. Let's put the blender over here so it's away from the percolator. Prior, how are you today, buddy? You came yesterday because my bed's filled up with carbon. You just found it last week. I'm writing all this down. Yeah, that's a great tip, Hanno. That is a great tip, especially when you're going to be troubleshooting to begin with, mate. We are not feeding these boys at all. Also, there's too many of them in here. This ranch, I don't want to make right. I just want it to be... Just give me a bit of plastic every now and again. Yeah, you die. And you know what? You die as well. Okay. Very good. Bobek, the beastly boy. He's doing work. I like that they wear a hat inside their suit. Like, how did they get that hat through the neck of their suit? I like it. It ruins my immersion a little bit, but I like it. Let's see if any lobies have leveled up. I've not done this for a little while. Kunks more. Make sure you can dig. Green is a bit of a beast. Ranzi, yeah. Killer Dreams. Get strength. Winter. Yeah, you take engineering. Frisian. Super duper mega hard digging. Creeping? Creeper, sorry. You get a red hat. Boom. Don't question the skills of Duke keeping his hat at all times. It's impressive, don't get me wrong. I like that it's a hard hat inside of a glass... It's a hard hat inside of a glass hat. Drained on 2 landings and 2 stairs carpet today. Not that hard work, just head work. How are your knees though, mate? It's always the knees when you're doing carpet, innit? That's what gets peppered. What am I doing? Oh, is this one not finished? Oh, 95. Come on, Bobek, you had that. You had it covered. Are we out of power or something? Alright. I'm assuming that liquid tank should be all but done now. Where am I looking? Down here. So that's now balanced up in terms of layout, which I like. I'm all for. So let's just rip out you. Then I think what we'll do is we'll have our sieves on... Yes. I think we'll have our sieves on a little platform like this. How many sieves are we going to want for this? Oh, it's not the right number of tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, okay. That's good. That's good. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many skimmers are we going to want? See, I could put my skimmers right down at the bottom and then I don't need to pump anything in. But what I'm thinking was if they're above the petroleum gens, these guys get to do some work. And I'll seal my skimmers up. Could fit 2 skimmers in here probably. I know what you can do with your CO2, so you want to build a little airtight chamber that will last a few million years, and store it there, and then you can use it as oil in the future. I have a chamber for that. I'm already doing that. I can store more in here. If I crack into here, I can get access to this other vent, and then pump more in. But I've just not bothered. I mean, I'm storing it in the world already. that's what I'm doing. Like, my tubes are in exosuits, so as long as my base is oxygenated, it's fine. Everything outside doesn't really matter. But I would like to just make it pretty. So I'm thinking of doing like a little carbon skimmer room itself. Oops. On each side. But I just don't know how I'm going to want to deal with the oxygen. Maybe, you know, the paradise in the future though. Oh yeah, we've got many carbon dioxide. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? It's an oxygen, isn't it? So what if we had like 2 carbon skimmer boys in here? We'd probably end up cooling them, I think, but I'm out of iron. We're just pumping loads of CO2. And we probably only need 1 sieve on each one as well. 1 sieve would probably be fine. 1 sieve and a tank, and then a sweeper. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. It's gonna block all my pipes for the future. That's petroleum, isn't it? Just planning, guys. Bear with me. Refinement. Just doing a plan. Do I want to be lazy and just bridge all these together? That should be fine. So you can go into there. You can go into there, and then you can go into there. Got any spare power? Nearly. Nearly. What's this circuit used for? Yeah, this circuit's kind of dead, so we'll finish that off there. Might be able to power all of them, actually. See what we can. Nice. Priority now. That's what I like to see. So we'll do something like that. Go under, go under. Go under, go under. What are we talking about? It's fine. You say there's a bear with you that's a... There's a bear with you that's a mirror, I think. What? Oh, prior? What you say there's a bear with you that's a mirror, I think. Are you calling me a bear? Am I at war now? Do I have to have a fight? Are we fighting? I'll fight you. What's going on, Prior? What's happening? What's up? We fighting? I'll fight you. I don't want to fight you. Oh, he said bear with me. I see. You know what? I was always taught never to say that expression. And I drilled it out of my vocabulary for many, many years. Because I worked in call centres. And apparently when you say the term bear with me, it instills connotations of being nude with someone. As in to be bare with them. B-A-R-E. I've only started saying it again recently. I don't know why. But I was always told never to say it. Genuinely. Real things. No fighting with you. And no fighting you when I'm too tired. Oh. You can't go through the output. It'll be blocked. No, it shouldn't be, because these are only output in a tiny amount. What are these output like? Let's see. Polluted water, 1,000 grams. It should be fine. Call centre jobs. Ugh, I did that for 1 year. Yeah, I did sales for many years, and I did call centre work for a couple of years before sales, and yeah, not the best. Not the best at all. Right, where's this cold water going? That goes into there. That's very embarrassing, Lifegrow. That's very solid crown. I can't really argue with that, mate. Can't argue with that one. Solid as a rock. Which also gives connotations of penises. Gas giant. Natural gas. Ah, we could do with some of that. It's a shame we'd have to travel all that way to get the natural gas, which uses all the hydrogen that we'd use to get there that we'd fucking bring back. Stupid, stupid asteroids. How are you getting on? I think if it's constant it doesn't merge. It should do, unless the pipes are derpy. I can check. We'll try it. Just for ease, we'll try it straight through. I never normally like to do straight through, as you know. Hence all the bridges throughout the base, but we'll give it a go. Just for cleanliness. Very embarrassing. You take calls for customer support for a service provider. Yeah, I've worked for a lot of companies. I did call centre work for many companies. Did it for banks, for phones, for car sales. Did all sorts. Did all sorts of sales. I've had many jobs, honestly, guys. I've had many jobs. I normally went to a place, got really good at it, then got bored and left. Is generally what happened. So, the only bonus of working for many different places, I've kind of worked for a lot of utility companies, so I kind of know how all their shit works, so I can normally wrangle good deals on like home utilities and stuff. But that's about the only perk. I'm thinking we'll probably have a sweeper here as well. For the poops. What's in this pipe? Warmer water. I think I might use the warmer water for this. Because it doesn't matter if I warm this up by a few degrees. It's going to go into here anyway. As long as it doesn't get like 90 degrees or something stupid. I think that would be fine. So I might just bridge off there. Cool this a little bit. Or maybe some of this. I don't know. You're still a salesman, you're just selling entertainment now. Really? Selling entertainment, that makes me feel dirty. I always see myself as just chatting with you guys. Selling entertainment. I mean, the YouTube stuff's different. Like, I do the YouTube stuff to try and bring more people to Twitch, right? As much as I love YouTube, as a platform, it's a nightmare to work with. The whole uploading videos, splitting your videos, editing them, making sure they're right. It's a faff, and it's something I don't have time to do because I'm a Twitch boy. So the YouTube is kind of, I consider work, but Twitch I consider just chatting with you guys. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I don't know. Maybe I should be treating you all like suckers that I'm trying to milk. Maybe that's maybe I should be a booby streamer. Maybe I should start. Maybe I need to leave my girlfriend. Oh, it's all making sense now. I need to be a single boy. I need to dye my hair, and I need to attract an cougar lady that's rich. Oh, you've shown me the light, Perpetual. I don't know if you meant to show me the light, but you definitely did. I need to be a booby streamer, a single booby streamer. Sounds better than selling yourself for money, which is what I originally wrote. Wait, what? Oh, you edited that? Jesus. Oh shit, I just remembered. Chlorine pipe. Chlorine pipe. Did we finish the pipe? Looks kind of finished. For science. There's 20,000 germs at the minute. I'm going to fill this with chlorine and see what happens. Don't forget the cat for attracting more viewers, of course. Oh, we could tie all this together into one solid unit, guys. I reckon we could do it. I reckon we have the technology. This tile's really annoying me. Breastfeeding stream. Oh shit, yeah, I saw that. Fuck me, what a silly bitch. What a silly bitch. Listen, I'm all up for people breastfeeding in public. I'm all up for people breastfeeding wherever. There are... Twitch has caved in now, though. You do realise that? Twitch has caved into that woman. For those of you that might not know, recently a lady got banned from Twitch for breastfeeding on stream, right? Now, I am all up for breastfeeding, but in the terms of service, you're not allowed to expose any flesh. You're not allowed to show anything that could be derived into a sexual act, right? And flopping a tit out is a sexual act. I don't care. It's nudity, right? I understand it's breastfeeding. I understand it's natural. And again, I'm all for this. My sister had 2 kids. She breastfed them both publicly. She often used to try and cover herself a little bit, but that's more for her own modesty. Because she didn't need to flaunt them around, yeah? But this silly bitch did it on stream on Twitch and then wondered why she got banned. Crazy. Crazy. I can't name specifics, but I can refer to her as a silly bitch. I can do that. I think I'm allowed to do that. But holy shit. Now, Twitch is caved in now, so you can now do it. So, it does make me wonder what happens if a man flops out a nipple with a fake baby. Can't do that, can you? That's not a workaround. But still, it makes you think. Like, sometimes people are too willing to cave. Twitch should have just turned around and said, listen, you silly bitch. You can't flop a tit out. Just like a bloke can't flop a knob out. You can't do it. What's next? Baby making streams? That's natural. Is that what it's coming to now? Baby making streams? I hope not. Yeah, that's the thing, Catastrophe. There are like modesty blankets, do they call them, or something? So you can like, you cover up the babby, and that's fine. That's fine. And you know, I just, you can't flop a tit out. You just can't do that. Like, you can't do that. But she's been unbanned now. They said she's fine, and they're going to change their term of service. It's fucking daft. This is a gaming platform. Fucking hell. It's crazy. I don't know why they cave to idiots. It's bizarre. But hey ho, we live in the world of making everybody happy at everybody else's cost. So let's just make everybody happy. Fucking milky tit streamers. Anyway, that's an aside. That is a bit of an aside. Hey ho. May as well make a breastfeeding category now. Well, that's the thing. How many people are going to start doing it now? And the interesting thing is, it's mostly ladies that have come out and been against it. It's mostly women. The blokes have sort of stayed clear for the most part. A lot of the bigger boys have come and had an opinion on it. But a lot of the ladies have got involved. Like, you know, women with children of their own. They're like, well, yeah, you can do that. doesn't mean you can on this platform. Like, there's a difference. There's a difference between doing it in a park, you know, sitting on the swings with your babby having in a nice day or something. Fine. I don't think anybody would really bat an eyelid. A couple of pervs might bat an eyelid, but I don't think anyone would really judge you. But doing it on Twitch... silly bitch. Silly, silly bitch. Anyway, that is a rant aside. Ball scratching stream. It's a beautiful and natural thing. Exactly. Where does it end? Okay, we killed the germs. They die. We did it. We did it, everyone. No zombie spores here. No, sir. Now we just need to kill him. I hope they change the TOS too. You can flop a tit out occasionally. It's true though. That's what it is. Listen, I'm a very, very open guy. Literally, I am not against anything really. Really. Each to their own. Whatever makes people happy, fine. But there should be times where you call someone a silly bitch and it's true and they accept it and they move on with their life instead of being, how dare you say that? This is my belief. Like, it's all just for attention, isn't it? And she's got it. She's got the attention. So now what's going to happen is you're going to have loads of 13 and 14-year-old little pre-pubescent or just pubescent boys or whatever, you know, in that sort of age group, go into her stream just in the hopes that she flops a tit out and they get to see a bit of nip. A bit of big old mum nip. That's what it's going to be. I'm telling you. Sickens me. I'm against the Twitch for... I'm against... And this is going to be weird, so bear with me. I'm against people exploiting the TOS to try and gain notoriety in order to boost their channels. That's what I'm against. That's what I'm against. I don't like that shit. Can you grow that plant and what does it give? It's a nasty plant, Asimus. You can grow it and it will give you zombie germs. I would debate you on that subject. Debate me on which subject? Sounds to me like you're just not a boob man. I am very much a boob man. Very much a boob man. I loves me a boobie. But there's time and a place. And it ain't on a Twitch gaming platform. What's next? Breastfeeding on ESPN? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Whatever. Oh, everything's discrimination against males, Hanno. That's how it is now. It's not cool to be male anymore. We had our time in the sun. Now it's over. It's over, Hanno. I kind of want to tidy this up. Anyway, there's today's little rant. Enjoy. But it is fucking true. Yeah, we can do that. Cool. Right, I was in the middle of stuff. What was I in the middle of doing and what is probably going wrong right now? I was in the middle of setting this up. I'll do that momentarily. I just need to make sure old Spacey Boy is good. I'm not pissing out steam anywhere. You're still doing some telescopering. Oh, this boy's going to erupt soon, isn't he? 20 cycles. Tickly nose. Tell you what we'll do. Let's start laying out what we're going to do here. Let's do a bit of that. And then we can hop up here. Dig out old crabby pants here. And splep. Yeah, we'll drop the water down here or something. The booby feeding subject. What do you mean, Gino? I say I've no problems with people doing it in public at all. You can't do it on a gaming platform. I don't care. I don't care what the justifications are. It's a gaming platform. All the biggest streamers are males. No, not at all. No, they're not. Most, like, some of the biggest streamers are females. The only top ones that are male are normally the top of their tier in a particular game. Don't forget. Like, don't forget how many top tier Twitch people are also fantastic at a game. That's nothing against being, you know, a sex thing. It's just how it is. So you can't really judge it off that. But a lot of the top female streamers are booby streamers and do get away with murder. They do get away with far more than other streamers do. That's a fact. That is not up for debate. I can give you many, many examples if you want. Many, many examples. As the body painting streamer. Hamster, the body painting streamer, is that the one that maybe blacked up in one of her body painting sessions? Because I don't think she's all that amazing. If that's the one we're talking about, is that the one that got banned for literally doing a body painting cosplay of being a black person? Because I'm not sure that's okay. That is the term. That's not me, that is the term. You can call it blackface, you can call it blacked up, that is the actual term. I did not, that is not me. That is actually how it is. It's one who does all the League of Marvel characters. Oh, I see. Yeah, they did. They did Catastrophe. And then they thought they'd get away with it. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, Jesus. They thought they'd get away with it because it was their favourite Overwatch character, I think. It was something like that. Favourite Overwatch character or favourite... I think it was favourite Overwatch character. I can't remember. Oh, it was Apex Legends. Is that what it was? Oh. Oh, there you go. Jesus. I remember seeing it ages back. Like, oh dear. Oh dear. Blech. Listen, there's a lot of this shit. There's a lot of inequality on Twitch. You don't have to look far for it. There's a lot of male streamers that get banned for the slightest discrepancy. There's a lot of female streamers that get away with murder, and that is just a fact. I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying there are a lot. That leads to angst amongst the Twitch streamer community, and that's something that Twitch needs to address. That's not something the community can fix, it's something that Twitch needs to address. But... Fuck's sake with Chunga. Jesus. Right then, we'll build something around this. I'm probably gonna have to move this, aren't I? You know these debates in and out. What do you mean you know them in and out? Oh, as in all the details of the different streamers that did what? Well, that's fair enough. I just know the stuff that I've formulated my opinions on. I don't need to remember all these clowns' names, because to be honest, there's too many of them to try and recall, and I got better things to do with my day. Doesn't mean I can't have a formulated and concise opinion on it, though. I just don't need to remember the dumb fucks' names, as a general rule of thumb. We'll just seal that like that. That'd be nice. We'll cancel you. Cancel you. So we can get a pump and a sensor in here. That's all we really need. We'll pop this ladder over there. We'll just nip you out for a second. Right. Let's go make sure those skimmers are online. This will be fine now. We'll rip you out as well. By the way, please don't think that all I'm trying to say is, in order to be successful on Twitch, you need to be female and have boobs on show. I really don't think that at all. And that is a true thing. I do think it helps you get established as a streamer if you do flash a bit of flesh. That is a fact. But saying that, that also helps you get tips in a restaurant. That also helps you get, you know, up the old ladder in work and stuff like that. These aren't sexist things. These are true realities that we can't deny. If to deny them is to just lie to ourselves. You know? It's no different than the hitchhiker that, you know, pulls her top down a little bit to get a ride from the pervert. That's how it is. That's the world we live in. Men will do anything for a bit of flesh. Men are weak. Men like boobies. These are facts. You need to have a line of game. You need to have a line of chemical water that makes you successful. We've already talked about this, Maudlin. We've got a few products on the way. Some serious products. We're just getting through the toxicity checks at the minute, which honestly was more vigorous than I thought it was going to be. But we'll get there. It's going to be great. Bearded ass clown water, we're calling it. It's going to be beautiful. It can be real and sexist at the same time. Well, okay. So let me pose this as a question. Okay, I am aware sexism exists. Before we go any further, I'm very much aware that sexism exists. But, and hear me out, let me formulate my full thought bubble. Let me formulate my full point before you all jump on me. Alright, so here we go. This is one of them. If a lady is gaining an advantage from something that she knows is a truth amongst society, and she's gaining an advantage from it, is it still deemed as sexism if that advantage pays off? If a lady gets a free ride home from a pervert taxi driver because she's pulled her top down a bit and flashed some cleavage, is that sexism on the man's part because he likes a bit of boob and he figures, shit, I'll take this lady home. I'll take her home if I get to stare at her cleavage all night. Or is that sexism on the girl's part for exploiting the male pervert? How does that work? Because she's getting something out of it. She's making the world work for her. Or should the man just treat her as if she was fully clothed at all times? I don't get it. It sort of is sexism though, because he's treating her different based on her appearance. He's treating her differently because she's got her boobs out, you know? So it sort of is sexism. If we didn't see that, then it wouldn't be, would it? If he treated her the same as the fully clothed, scarfed, you know, woman in the next in the line. But you know what I mean? So that's just an analogy. That's just an example. Now apply that to every other case of sexism in the world. Apply that to every other case of sexism where there's an advantage for the female if she exploits that card. Who is really at fault? That's kind of my thing. So the Twitch streamer that flashes her boobs is doing nothing for the rest of womankind. But she's making a tidy penny. So she's the enemy. Yet we tolerate that, and we call out the men that point those women out. The men that point those women out and call them names. I'm not going to give any names, because then it's like it's come out of my mouth. But the men that call those women out, they're the enemy. Why aren't the women that are flashing their boobs the enemy to other womankind? That's all I have to say. If I was a man and other men out there were giving me a bad name, which they do, misogynists, you know, evil men that go around groping women's asses and touching them up, and you see these terrible people in like fucking Asia that go and grab some woman's ass when she's walking down the street and stuff. Like in this country you get slapped for that, like by another bloke. Another bloke will walk up to you and smack you. That's how it works. Because men don't want other men making them look bad. Men deal with it. Why aren't the women going around slapping a bitch? put your tits away, you know? Why isn't that a thing? Why? Why aren't there other women vigilantes out there telling women to put your norks away? I put it to you. Formulate a squad. Bitch slappers. I'm just sick of being... I'm sick of being told that sexism is a male thing. It's not. It's these stupid tarts that exacerbate it. That's the problem. There you go. Hashtag put your tits away. I am not saying this. This is something I read from Neuro. I'm just saying. But do you know what I mean by that? That's why I'm conflicted by it. I don't like booby streamers on Twitch because I value Twitch as a gaming platform. I don't care what they do with their bodies. They can do what the fuck they want. But they're degrading the fact that it's a gaming platform, if you know what I mean. That'll be telling women how to dress, and that can get sketchy real quick. Why is that telling women how to dress? Telling to put the boobs away. Yeah. But yeah, if a man walked into the workplace with his arse crack out, he'd be at fault. He'd be disgusting. If a woman walks into a workplace with her arse out, that's fine. It's a little bit double standards, isn't it? It's a little bit weird. It is complicated. It is complicated, don't get me wrong. I don't fully know if there is any solution to this, because the world we live in, we're not allowed to call people fuckwits anymore. We're not allowed to say, you're a fuckwit. So we just have to tolerate this for now. I don't know if there is a solution. Like, back in the day, you would have been told you were a fuckwit and sent on your merry way. You'd have been told you were an idiot. You'd have been deemed an idiot by the village or by your town. Your doctor would have said you got a serious case of idiotosis. And you'd have been sent on your way and told to stop being a prick. But nowadays, you can't say that. I think I would have been better. I think I would have been better back in the day. I think I'm a Neanderthal man. Why have we got unpermitted food? What's going on? Oh. Hold on, we might have to let him eat some barbecue for a bit. We've got a bit of stuffed berry. Let's see what happens though. Unpermitted food. Let's let him eat some barbecue. We're not going to get the frost bunny things for a while, are we? Yeah, I'd say. I'm tired of being, I'm kind of tired of just always being not able to really speak my mind about certain things for fear of offending too many people. And I think a lot of people feel like that now. And it's not that I've even got views that are that outlandish, but I would like to be able to call someone a fucking idiot if they're being a fucking idiot. I call myself a fucking idiot all the time. I'm just aware of it when I'm doing it. Like right now, I'm probably making myself sound like an idiot to a lot of you that, you know, will deem yourselves more informed or more entitled to your opinion than me. Fine. But the thing is, we should be able to call people fucking idiots. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Coming soon, Twitch R-rated. No more fuckwits, in a different world now. Yeah. I offend lots of people, fuck those people, I'm a good guy and I know it. Well, that's the thing. I genuinely regard myself as a nice guy at heart. I will go out of my way for people, I'll always go out of my way for people. I'm very open to people living their lives how they want. I am, genuinely. I just don't like having my life sculpted because somebody else wants to live their life in a very specific way. So my life gets altered because somebody else wants to not deviate from the norm. That makes it sound like I'm the norm. But when somebody out there wants to be called Professor Otter legally, because they've, you know, been dropped on the head too many times or whatever, I don't want that. And I understand that may not be very progressive. I'm all fine with people having... I'm fine with people having living their life however they please. But don't slander me because I'm not aware of your choices. Don't make my life more difficult because you're going against the grain. Do you know what I mean? That sounds terrible. That's not what I mean. Don't label me as something because I'm not aware of your choices, because your choices aren't the conventional choices. It's like that whole using the correct pronouns thing, and people getting pissy if you don't use the correct pronouns, like you're meant to be fucking telepathic. You know what I mean? I think I've got off track. I think I got off track. I don't know. I don't want to have to call people Mr. and Mrs. Otter, I think is what I'm trying to say. So, on that note, let's put some water in here. That was a big rant. That one went hard. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. 3rd degree war. I could just bridge off here, couldn't I? Those some deep thoughts for a Twitch stream. Well, listen. I'm not opposed to hashing things out because I seek understanding. I never want to like. I value the opinions of other people, and the thing is I'm willing to be wrong. I value that. I'm happy to be wrong as long as I can learn and understand, right? And I will openly admit when I'm wrong all the time. And I'm also conscious that as I age and as my eyes are open to different things, I'm probably going to change my opinions on things. I'm probably going to learn new shit. I'm probably going to have different opinions that, you know, will change as I go on. But for now, I just don't fucking understand. I don't get it. I'm cancelled. I'm banned. That's it. Look, we went deep. That's what happens when you bring up tits. You distract a man. That's what happens. My Switch chats would have gone berserk by now, though. Well, hey, listen. Fine. Educate me. Educate in life. Go for it. Show me the way. I don't understand. Oh, the subject is so counterintuitive. It's understandable that you're confused. Well, I am. I don't ever want to offend people. Unless they deserve to be offended. I don't ever want to offend people unless I'm really trying. That's what I'm getting at. Oh, shit. Oh, this... don't blame the tits. Oh, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't. Can't blame the titties. It's an endless argument, infinite. Yeah. It's a funny old world we live in, isn't it? It is a funny old fucking world. But again, one man's solution is another man's problem, isn't it? That's the thing. It's like all these fucking... I mean, I don't want to bring that up, actually. I'm not going to go into this. I'm cutting myself off there prematurely. Fuck, I want to argue right now. Gino, go for it. If you've got some sort of insight, I'm all up for a discussion whilst I'm building stuff. I'm no problem with that at all. If you have some genuine insight into what the hell I'm trying to make sense of, go for it. It's not an argument. You can have a discussion without it being a row. Let's see. I kind of just want to put an airflow tile in there and fucking deal with it. Yeah, so we'll need to get a big old vent in here as well. Maybe just a normal vent, that'll be fine. Yeah. We'll just do this. This is nice and easy. You can go to there. How warm is this? You go into a bridge. You are... I think if you argue the fact it's finite, most people argue emotions and feelings and opinions, that's what makes it infinite. Yeah, that's the thing, Ryan. We're in the age now where one person's opinion... What's the expression now? People now say that their opinion is worth as much as another person's fact. And that's the issue, isn't it? One person's opinion should never be the same as fact. They should never be able to counter fact. That is an issue. I thought experiment life. Can a woman really say no to her boss's sexual advance? What country do you live in, Gino? What country do you live in? I tell you what, if a man advanced on my lady, she'd punch him in the fucking chin. Do you honestly think that women are defenseless or something? Fuck me. If I advance on my lady when she's not in the mood, I'm in trouble. I mean, Christ. I'm confused now. Like, that to me is a fucking... That is a weird thing to say. That's kind of what I was talking about sexism. Having that as a notion that a woman can't turn down her... Using that as a thought experiment. Can a woman really turn down her boss's sexual advances? Fuck yes! If she can't, there's a problem with the woman. Like, maybe she wasn't fucking raised with enough self-esteem or self-clout? Fuck! If a male boss even says the wrong thing, not advancing, then she can be fired and jailed and everything. What? Here in the States, let me read that again. Here in the States, if a male boss even says the wrong thing, not advancing, they can be fired and jailed and everything. Wow. If she says no, she might be fucked for promotions or get fired. Well, what's the alternative? Sucking a dick? I'd find a new job. If I was in a workplace and I didn't feel safe because of anyone else around me, I'd find a new job. Because I'm clearly not in the right kind of workplace. That's not to say that the man isn't at fault, but you still have options. You don't have to suck a dick. You can quote that, guys. Women of the world, you don't gotta suck the dick. There are options. It's not like there are no jobs in the world. This now is crazy to me. That's like saying, but the job's so good, I just had to do it. Jeez. I'll go ask the wife. That would be interesting. I want to know what your lady thinks of this, Adam. Fuck me, I know what my lady would say. Jesus. You do have options, but they aren't as black and white. They come with real life consequences. No, I don't think they do. I really don't think they do. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. That's not even a thought experiment. That makes me sad that people would have a decision to make. That's what appalls me more there. That you think that there is a decision to be made there. I would say that... Oh, now this is dicey water. I would say that if that was an element, if that was something that the boss thought he could get away with, there's maybe a reason he thought he could get away with it. And if he had somebody in a position where he thought they had no chance, then that's no doubt why he's done it. I'm not saying that's a justification, I'm just saying, fuck. There's always a choice. You don't got to suck the dick. Fucking hell, look at the hashtag #MeToo shit. So many people jumped on that bandwagon. They didn't have to suck the dick. They wanted to for their own profit, for their own promotion, for their own opportunity. They didn't have to suck that wrinkly old dick, but they did. They did. Not sure if related, but I've been watching all these aquarium fish tank YouTube channels, and the amount of biceps from blokes being flashed in thumbnails and camera angles I find mega distracting and off-putting. That was really informative content. Don't know why I thought of this. Be myself. There'll be no flashing of biceps here, sir. Partly because my muscles are nothing to be proud of right now. Something more serious. 2 right skimmers are blocked. Oh, are they? I didn't actually pay attention. Hold on. So that's what we were curious about. I think you may be right. Pipe blocked. So we can't go straight through them. Okay. Well, now we know. I also don't want to fill this tank. So you can go for starters. I'll just have to do some bridges down or something. We'll figure out.
You rarely ride an elevator alone with a woman just because of my world versus hers. I lose because I'm male.
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. There are other points in this world where men genuinely nowadays are often made a victim, or often are the victim. They're not made a victim. They are the victim. Just because a woman can say the right thing to get them fucked up. And that's a scary position to be in as well. That's a scary world that we live in. That a woman scorned can potentially end a man's life as we know it. Without question. Without real question. I think I'm making it too black and white. Making what too black and white? The not sucking a dick thing? Don't forget, a lot of these were in Hollywood. They're in the old movie game. The old movie business. If we're talking about the you know, hashtag Me Too thing. That's where it originates from. Talking about these topics uncomfortable enough for me. Walking a line about this, someone might report you for hate speech or something, don't want you banned or anything. I've seen people get banned for this stuff. More than I don't think any of what I'm saying is controversial. I mean, I hope not anyway. I think it's just an open discussion, isn't it? So I'm just filling my pipe up, by the way. Right, okay. Let's get off this for a bit. Let's not talk about this anymore. Again, I'm open to discuss anything. I'm not scared of discussing any topic, realistically. I do need to make sure my dupes are eating. My barbecue's all in here, I think. I don't really want to give them access to all these frost buns and stuff. I'd rather cook it. So what are you cooking right now? Let's go back to speed 2 as well, because I think the game's running like a bag of spanners at the minute. What have we got to make? Wait, shouldn't we be making these forever? And frost burgers forever? Why aren't we making these things? What the hell? Surf and turf is barbecue and cooked fish. Frost burger. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not make surf and turf. We are going to have lots and lots of fish, but not yet. Let's turn that off. Just don't eat the barbecue. Nobody eat the barbecue. They can't get to it. That's fine. Change of plan. We're going to try and feed everyone quickly. Oh shit, dew bulb! Fuck! I forgot! The old XJ. I didn't realise. I told you to remind me. I told you to wave. States what happens and is bad, but unfortunately also is fake. It's in the States, I think. Women simply accusing men of sexual assault. Women automatically believe in the men who's after them. They have just on that accusation. That happens in every country, I think. Mate. Well, it doesn't happen in every country. It happens over here too. How are you, Bulb? Yeah, it definitely happens. But that's more a problem with the legal system, isn't it? That's just a problem of how things are. Unfortunately, that is a different discussion altogether. Right, what are we making? Frost burgers. Delicious. So they should be going in there, and then into there. Nice. Oh, I wonder why that stopped working. When did we lose that? It might have been when we moved the range. Because I've got a million barbecue, a load of lettuce, a load of tofu for spicy tofu, a load of frost buns to make the burgers. We've got loads of meat left. Barbecue. Yeah, we've got barbecue. Yeah, we should have loads of food. Alright. Let's get that chlorine out of the way down here, because I don't want him here anymore. Did we get all these germs? 2325. Oh, we can't get them out of the oil. We got germs in the oil. How do we get that out of there? I'll be playing this in 2 weeks once my Warframe binge is done. Nice. Yeah, it's a nice little game, mate. Really good. Rocky asteroid. Krillo Gaming. Party of 53. Hello, folks. How you all doing? Thank you for the raid. Can we have some love in the chat for the new people that are here? How the devil goes, everyone? What's going on? Right, let's get this filled up. We're sending another rocket. Greetings from Europe. Greetings from England. Formerly Europe. Jesus. How's it going, guys? Welcome, everyone. How are you all doing? Have you been playing some Oni tonight? Krillo, how are you? Thank you very much for the raid, buddy. I did call out before, you might not have been in yet, but thank you very much. Welcome, folks. How was your stream tonight? What were you playing? Were you playing some Oni? I'll give you all a quick base tour in a minute if you want. I just need to get some steam getting pumped up here. There we go. We're having a little bit of late game lag at the minute. We've just started cracking into space and getting space sealed off. We're having a little bit of lag. But we've got a big old base. Strike Cat, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. So, I'm assuming you're all Oni folks, that you've been playing some Oni, so I'll give you a quick recap of where we are up to. So, we've got quite a big base in the middle. We've got all of our different room bonuses and stuff. We've got many sexy bedrooms for our dupes. Amanat Chaos, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. So yeah, we've got many sexy bedrooms for our dupes. We've got a little rec room here, a little massage clinic, a little hospital, great hall, a couple of parks that we've made around the base, you know, nature reserves. And then we've got some hatch rooms. I'll show you off this. My goodness. So Wale, thank you very much for the follow. Axador, thank you very much for the follow. And Hummel Papa, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, we've got some wild trees planted around the base. We've got some actual domestic trees that we're getting around the base. We've got some Pacu farms down here that are getting us some eggshell and some fishies. We've got a rust-based oxygen gen over here. We've got a electrolyzer oxygen production over here. My goodness, Silverheart, thank you for the follow. 120 Snipes, thank you for the follow. And Yemerson, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. We've got a little bit of a power gen on this side. My goodness. We've got a little steam turbine over a vent over here. We've got critters all over the place because I'm letting them run wild all over the place. We've got, as I say, we've got hatch farms on either side, which is getting us many critter eggs and some meat. We've got a little crab ranch over here, but I've not really finished this yet. We've got some bits to do. Got loads of bristle blossoms giving us some food. We've got water tanks in the base, cold water, hot water, cold polluted water, hot polluted water. We've got our gas storage in the base. There's quite a lot to talk through here. Jeez, I didn't realise we'd done this much. Noxic Tonic, thank you very much for the follow. And Gemetzel Manfred, thank you for the follow. Welcome, guys. What else have we got? We've got some metal refineries. We've got a couple of geysers that we've capped. We've got our oil refineries. This is going to be a petroleum boiler. We've got some wild oxyferns down here. We're currently just putting in some carbon skimmers to deal with our massive amount of carbon dioxide. I really liked your small Pacu farm video. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, we've used it in this playthrough. We've got two of them set up here. Be Myself. I love that name. We've got two set up here, just a slightly different setup. Seems to be working alright, pretty solid. How about a base tour video for YouTube? That way people could pause whenever, take a good look at what you're showing. I personally would love it. I can do that, Timte. I can do that for you, mate, no problem. And then, yeah, just lots of little odds and sods. We've got some Slickster farms down here. This is making us some clay from a polluted oxygen vent. Basically, it spits out polluted oxygen and gives us clay from the deodorizers. We were on an Arboria start here, so we didn't have any clay or slime, so it's a bit of a different start to the game. So, a lot of these builds might be a bit weird, but hey-ho. Right, I'm just going to disable this for a minute, and then we'll fix this piping. Abraxas 19900, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you, and welcome to all of you lovelies. Again, thank you for the raid. Lovely to have you all here. Get comfy. We're going to build some stuff. Yeah, what I normally do is the last video in the series that I put on YouTube, I normally put the save on there, but I can do a little base tour if you want, no problem. Do you mean like going through every build as well and stuff? No problem at all, Krillo. Go and have a rest, mate. Thank you again, and take it easy. Much love. Right then, so we'll just let these empty out, and then we can get these others online. I thought these would be fine going straight through, but clearly not. So we'll just do a little bit of bridging malarkey. Tidy up. I actually need to disable this. We'll get that disabled now, and we'll get you enabled. Did that the wrong way around. So, if any of you have any questions, anything that you want me to expand on, go for it. At the minute, I'm just trying to get a couple of little builds done, but they're only little ones, so... Hamster. I'm trying to kill the zombie spores at the moment. We killed them with chlorine, but they're in the oil. The zombie spores are in the oil. I don't know how we're going to kill them. We're probably just going to have to burn the oil. 2325. Cellbray, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, these ain't going to die out. Could you do a basics on oil? In what way, Snipes? As in handling it, using it, cooking it, eating it? What would you like? Maybe explain a little what's going on here, but just being able to pause the video to analyse what you built would be helpful. Well, I normally give the save, as I say, Timte, so people can load the save. Handling it. General rule of thumb, I mean, we've cracked open most of our oil biome now, but generally you'll find pockets where there's highly compressed oil. What I generally do in the early game is head down here and try and breach the oil biome somewhere where it's not too warm. You'll generally get pockets where it's slightly cooler, you know, sort of 70 degrees, 65 degrees, something like that. Where you can get in and then use like an early pump without, like this map we didn't have much gold amalgam, so I had to find a place where I could use an iron pump to begin with. And then when it got a bit hotter we used gold and steel and stuff. But basically find a place where it's not too hot and then crack on in there and you're away. Timte, thank you very much for the sub, thank you. What I normally do is collect all of my oil in an overpressurized tank, which is what this is here. So this is all of my oil on the map basically that I've collected so far. This comes into this tank, and then I've got 3 pumps in here for later when I come to use it. So I've got my oil line sorted. And this is just something you can do with a bugged out vent, if you like. So, didn't know you shared your saves on Discord. I don't normally do it to the last video in the playthrough, Timte. The reason for that is I've had people in the past that have stolen my save games and then made videos on them, which I don't like. So I normally leave it till I'm finished with the playthrough, and then I host it and put it on YouTube. Just like the map type you chose for this space, or would you pick something different next time? We'll definitely choose something different next time. We'll try different maps, I think, different scenarios. Can you compress the oil and delete it? Yeah, I could do that. The germy oil, you mean? Yeah, I could just kill it. Might be new to this community, but you tried making a lake of chlorine and put it down into the zombie spores. It'd still be in the oil. All my oil is over 200 degrees on my map. Gotta wait for steel. Ah, shit. Well, your other option then... One thing you can do, and something that we've done in the past, the nearest place that you've got an ice biome to your oil biome, crack it open at the bottom. So for example here, imagine this was